Welcome back. Now, between social media, your peers, family, and teachers, teenagers have a lot of messages coming at them from different angles. But one message, fight for the future you, is from a local youth motivational speaker who wants teens and young adults to just take it to heart. So I have with me here today Jason Dixon. Jason, you've got the TRU Initiative program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, tell me a little bit about this program, why it's important that you're doing this versus, I don't know, something less stressful. Teens are stressful.
Absolutely, absolutely. But more than that, they're stressful, but so are we as adults. We put a lot of pressure on them. And so this initiative is really focused on helping young people understand the value that they have right now in their lives. Not just looking toward their future, but fighting for their future. Helping them understand that you have dreams and goals and aspirations, and we have to do whatever we can as adults to help you look forward to that, and not only look forward to it, but put in the work and make the steps, take the steps to make sure that happens.
Now, when it comes to that, sometimes we would see it, unfortunately, you know, we sometimes highlight the negative aspects of young adults and teens where it comes to the gun violence. We just had a story, we were talking about trying to pay kids to just show up for school.
Right.
So it just feels like, are you fighting a losing battle?
Sometimes it feels that way, but you can't lose hope, because if the kids see you lose hope, then they're gonna lose hope. And so a lot of times I try to provide that optimism. I try to help them see in themselves what they can't see for themselves. You know, the greatness. I talk a lot about what's your gift, what's your goal, what's your talent, and how can we leverage that and help you stay motivated and stay hopeful as you push towards your future. So when we talk about fight for the future you, we see a lot of young people who are giving up. We see a lot of young people who are losing hope, a lot of young people who are losing their lives prematurely due to gun violence, due to other acts of violence. And what we really want to emphasize with Fight for You, the future you, is to help you understand that there's a future you waiting for you. Don't just be stuck in the here and now. Don't just be stuck in the moment, but fight for that future doctor that you want to become, that future college graduate that you want to become, that future NBA star that you want to become. So that's what we really focus on with that.
In terms of how, okay, well, fine. Fight for the future. Well, how do I fight for it? Am I fighting actual physical colleagues? What's going on? How am I doing
Great
this?
question, great question. It's a lot of things. You may have young people come up against difficult environments at home. They're facing things at school, bullying, they're facing apathy, they're facing a lot of internal pressures, peer pressure. So it's not just the external fight, it's an internal fight. And how do we give them the resources and the strategies to fight through whatever adversity they're facing in their lives? Because that ultimately will influence how they continue to go about their lives and impact and pursue their dreams. And so we really want to emphasize, how do you fight the battles that you're facing right now so that you can break through that barrier, break through that wall, and get to whatever goals and dreams you have.
When it comes to things you've got going on, I know in February and March we have an initiative. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Teens Rising Up, it's a youth development initiative, which our theme, our focus is Fight for the Future You. And it's all about giving, again, like I said, young people the tools, the strategies, the resources they need to continue to become the best version of themselves. One of the things that we're really going to emphasize and focus on is giving young people a voice, giving young people a seat at the table. A lot of times we talk about initiatives, we talk about things that impact young people, but rarely do we give them a voice, do we give them a platform, a seat at the table to talk about, okay, hey, what is it that you see? What are some things that you want to see change? How can we help you? You know, so that's what this initiative is all about, giving them, empowering them to use their voice, to tell their story, to give us the insight on how we can help them become, again, the best version of themselves.
Now, I know we said we talked to middle school, we talked to college age, you talked to high schoolers, and then also you said you also speak with parents.
Parents, educators, coaches.
Really?
So any adult that is invested in the lives of those said students. Like the saying goes, it takes a village. And so the work that I do with young people is null and void if I can't find a way to bridge that gap between the younger generation and the older generation and the people that work with them. So I do a lot of work with educators, coaches, and parents as well.
And then, of course, with the little bit of time that we have, do you have a good success story that you can share to explain? Because sometimes, we talk a beautiful game, but like, where's your process? Tell me something. Share with me.
I thank you for one of the success stories is just being here with you and being given this opportunity to talk about some of the work that I'm doing. But I feel like every day I have a success story. Each day I go into the schools. Each day I see a student that shows up to school who may have had a bad attendance record, or a kid that changed their behavior, or a kid that's just continuing to pursue their dream and believe in themselves. So every day I have a story like that, and I tell the kids all the time, I mean, I know I motivate you and inspire you, but every time I show up, you guys give me the energy and the inspiration to keep doing what I'm doing.
Wonderful. So if folks, again, you are Youth Motivational, you're not just bound to one location. How can folks get a hold of you? How can they learn a little bit more about who you are?
Okay, well, I am a native of Toledo, Ohio. My website is www.jasonadixon.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, social media. I do a lot of work within the community, but I also do a lot of work outside of the Northwest Ohio area.
And then I see we have here a number on the screen. If you want to call it, it's 419-902-1223. And then we can also email you. I feel like, Jason, you can reach out and touch. We can reach out and touch somebody.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very accessible, very available. I love young people, and I also love working with adults as well.
And then I feel like I'm going to wrap it up with this question. Just why is it important to do this? Because at the end of the day, if we already know, let's say we've already got our successful kids, and it feels like you're trying to grab everybody, and sometimes it's the ones that have given up.
Yeah.
Why is it important to do this?
Well, I have a coaching background, and when you watch a team play, you need all the components and ingredients working together to reach that common goal. And I try to emphasize with young people that you're a part of a team, and you have to play your role to help the team win. So when we look at our community, we look at our society, each young person has a gift and a talent that can play a role in helping us reach our ultimate goal and helping this community become a better place for all our young people, making it a safer place, a safer environment for everybody.
Jason, thank you so much. We will be right back.